Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another barneycast. Today I'm bringing you a game between sPsPredator, our purple Zerg up here in the top left of Typhon Peeks, and in the bottom left is VPFrisky, part of VP Gamers. Now, both these players are high-level players. I believe Frisky is part of the VP team again, which means that he is pretty well... I would say he's pretty well known. The VP team has a lot of Grandmasters players. I believe at least 3 or 4. I know Frisky always places around the top 20 in the Grandmasters League North America. sPsPredator is part of the SPS team. SPS team, I believe, isn't as well known as the VP team, but they are an up and coming team. I would say most of their players are in Masters League, I believe, and I would say the most well-known player is sPsDebo, just because sPsDebo does stream a lot, and he has been on a couple of Root Destinies videos on his YouTube channel. Now, this map is Typhon Peeks. It is a fairly large map, and, well, actually, I'm surprised Predator hasn't thrown down a spawning pool yet. It looks like he's going to go for a fast expand. Well, Typhon Peeks is a pretty large map. If you'll notice, Frisky still hasn't even found his opponent yet. Scouting in this location and then in the top right. It looks like it's going to take a while for him to find Predator. And it looks like Frisky's just going to do a standard build just to be safe. Gas is going down. Probably going to throw down a Cyber Core as soon as this gateway finishes. And Predator still hasn't thrown down a spawning pool yet, which is surprising. Oh wait, here we go. So this build was a 15 hatch, 15 pool type of build. We should be seeing gas soon. There we go. And the gas is just probably going to be for Zergling speed until Predator moves into the mid game. A lot of Zerg players I've noticed have been favoring the gas for speed and then just droning as hard as they can until they can reach the mid game. Some players do go roaches, but I think speedlings seem to be the most favored so far. Cybercore is going down for Frisky, and we should see the second gas probably going down pretty soon. There it is. Now, even though Frisky is a Grandmasters player and is in the top 20, I would say that it's not indicative that he's an amazingly higher level than Predator, because the Grandmasters League is kind of iffy on letting players in. If you guys have ever read the Team Liquid threads on it, and basically the whole idea is that Frisky's just to be annoying with this probe, but the whole idea is that if you don't play in a while, maybe like a week or like half a week, then you could lose your Grandmaster status. But besides that, it's really hard to lose it. And it looks like Frisky's going to move in with these 2 units right here. And it should be able to save the probe. Nice. And I think Predator's going to need a couple more lings. 4 more lings are on the way. As long as Predator does micro his units, he should be okay. He has a queen up. I think he'll be fine. Shouldn't overcompensate for this attack. But it looks like Frisky's getting some nice shots off with his Stalker. Just microing it. Very nice. If you see all the clicking right now, APM tab shows pretty high level, almost 200 for both players. And nice. I like Predator's he was just running up, but 6 more lings are on the way. It looks like Frisky's forcing a lot of units right now. And a Spy Crawler as well. Wow. Predator's really reacting to this attack, building a lot of units right now. And pulling drones to try to defend. We'll be able to kill off this Zealot. Maybe even the Stalker right here. He should focus down the Stalker, but no, can't catch it without speed. Stalkers are faster than Zerglings without speed, I believe. And the Spy Crawler is cancelled. Roach Warren on the way for Predator, and Frisky decided to go for a Nexus. 3-gate expand. But like I was saying, if you guys were watching the Home Story Cup and have even paid attention to our Reddit or our StarCraft, well, and it looks like Predator is going to make a move into the base. Should be able to force his way up, but force field, nice, splitting off half the units. It looks like half of Predator's lings aren't doing anything. At this point, they should be moving back and destroying the pylon. There we go. The sentry did go down. And Stalker is at half health. A lot of Frisky's sentries can't get out. But it looks like Predator is just going to run away. Might be doing a Roach push all in. 10 Roaches on the way. Yeah, this is probably going to be a Roach speedling push. But, like, sorry, I haven't had time to say what I was going to say. As Predator does move in again. Notices that the Nexus is not canceled, so it's not a 4-gate cancel. But, so if you're in the Grandmasters League and you sit out maybe like half a week or like a week, you'll lose your status just because you let the bonus pool build up. And basically, that's like really the only way that players leave the Grandmasters League. It's kind of a broken system right now. Not to put anything against Grandmasters player, they're there for the reason, but it's not indicative of a high-level Masters player who's one in his league or one is in his division constantly is still really good, probably Grandmasters level. And it looks like Predator is just going to do some damage right here. Should be able to focus the Forge with his Roaches, but no, he's going to push. That's a lot of Zerglings right there. Needs to move all of his units. Frisky has some nice force fields right now. Needs to force field again. Nice. Splitting off the units. And it looks like a lot of Predator's units aren't doing anything. Even more Zerglings in the back. Should go this way right here. Nice. And it looks like Predator is going to take the best of this exchange. Should be able to even do probe damage if he can kill a lot of sentries. There we go. Even more sentries going down. A lot of Zerglings are being made. 22 more Zerglings on the way. And Predator needs to micro these units. Yes. Go around the force fields. Get into position. Warp Gate has finished. Or did finish. But it looks like more units are warping in for Frisky. And it looks like Predator's attack is going to be stalled. But no. Predator is bringing more Lings in. Going to do a lot of damage right here to these probe lines. And half of these Lings I would say should go into the main base. And it looks like Predator is doing so. And I would say that just because it splits off the units and he's able to do damage. And it looks like Frisky's going to take a lot of probe damage right now. Bringing his Zealots in. Going to leave his Stalkers at the front to fight off any other units. And it looks like Frisky did pull his probes, trying to do a little micro. But Predator is going to micro his units around. Frisky does have a good amount of Zealots in the base, so he should be okay. And it looks like this attack has been defeated. But it looks like Frisky did take the worst of that exchange. A lot more units or a lot more resources lost for Frisky. But if you'll notice, Predator lost 90 units, 91 units. Now you might say that's kind of imbalanced, but a lot of his units he did lose were Zerglings, so the resources aren't as much lost. So I bet it looks like it was pretty even exchange. And in the meantime, Predator did get his third up. And it looks like the Forge is going back up for Frisky. Robotics facility is going up. And a macro hatch going up for Predator. I would like to see Predator's transition. He doesn't even have this gas going yet. I would like to see him transition into the mid game right now. Get his lair going. We are at almost 12 minutes into the game and he doesn't even have a lair yet. He is getting another gas. So 3 gas geysers right now for Predator. And it looks like Frisky's working off of 4 gases himself. We're probably gonna see Colossus play, I believe, just because with so much gas going for Frisky, he doesn't have a lot of sentries left anymore. But actually, he doesn't have a lot of gas banked either, so we could just be seeing a timing push right now. He does have 6 gates up now, I believe. 5 gates up. So 5 gate Robo right now. Saturating his third. Predator should get his lair up. I don't think he even has it yet. And oh, there we go. It just started. 13 minutes into the game. Lair going. I don't know. That's kind of late in my opinion. I guess he feels like he's ahead right now, which he is in the food count. But again, a lot of his units are Zerglings. Should pull these Roaches back. He's gonna lose about 5 Roaches, and he should just pull this last one back. Save as many as he can. I like the spy crawlers right here for defense, and an Evo chamber just to spot anything. And no pylon yet for Frisky. He needs a forward pylon if he wants to continue doing a lot of damage. And he looks like Frisky is going for his third. Twilight Council is on the way, and it looks like we're going to have an engagement. No, it looks like Frisky is smart enough to back away from these spine crawlers. He does see him with this observer, and it looks like a lot of Zerglings are trapped. Maybe Zerglings are just going to go for a run by, but there's a lot of units for Frisky just sitting in the middle. And it looks like a lot of Zerglings were just killed for Predator. But it's looking like Frisky's just going to back out and just try to macro up. His third base is almost done. Twilight Council is almost done. He's got his +1 attack finishing. And right now, both players are fairly even. Predator still doesn't have this last gas right here. Or these two gases right here. And his bases aren't even fully saturated. So maybe he was just scared of the possible engagement by Frisky. Is producing a lot of units right now. Should be looking to get more tech up. I kind of don't like the play by Predator right now. I would like to see more tech going. Maybe a Hydra Den. Because you haven't seen Colossus yet, and Hydras are really good against gateway units. Especially if they have a tank with them. And an Immortal is on the way. Blink is going. +2 weapons for Frisky. And +1 armor. For Predator, we have no upgrades yet, but Glial Reconstitution is going, and Predator should just back out. Again, I would say he should just get his tech up. 5 Overlords on the way. He's a little behind in his macro, but he just freed up a lot of food, so he should be good. Ooh, nice Zergling. There's a little Zergling attack here, forcing the probes to be pulled, but a lot of these Zerglings are going to die. I don't know how this... I don't believe this Immortal can get out, actually. I don't know if Frisky knows. Can it? I'm not sure. Maybe it might be big enough. Oh, it looks like another engagement. Back rocks were broken down, but it looks like Frisky was able to hold it off. And I don't know why Predator just continues to push this. Infestation Pit on the way, and so is Robotics Bay. I think Predator should just back up for now. He doesn't have as big of an advantage as he thinks he is. He is 20... supply ahead, but again, that's not really indicative of anything. Income tab right now is pretty even. Harvester count is favoring Frisky right now. 18 drones on the way, though. I guess Predator realized he was a bit undersaturated. Doesn't even have these two gases yet, and is getting his 4th right now. So it looks like Predator is just playing a mineral heavy style. Gonna save a lot of his gas for those infestors, I believe. And it looks like Frisky's gonna move out. Blink has finished. And he should engage now. Wow, nice surround by... Oh, nice force fields, though. Predator is in kind of bad position. A lot of his roaches aren't even able to attack right now. Doesn't have burrow and can't move through. He did have the nice surround early on, but it looks like it was wasted. But no, it looks like Predator is going to move in with all of his roaches. Roaches are really good against stalkers, but with the cannon, it looks like Predator is going to back out. 36 links on the way for Predator. His 4th is almost finished, and his macro hatch is doing a lot of work right now. No Colossus yet for Frisky. And it looks like the Immortal was able to get out, so that's pretty cool. Extended Thermal Lance on the way. It looks like +2 armor, +3 attack is on the way for Frisky. And again, Predator doesn't have any upgrades right now. A little behind, I would say. He's got +1 melee on the way. Should think about... Yeah, he did finally get his 2 gases, so he is pretty well saturated. 7 infestors on the way. And it looks like we're just going to go into a macro game. Right now, I would like to see Predator get that Neural Parasite just to get on these Immortals. But I don't think he knows that his opponent has Immortals or Colossus tech yet. A lot more Zerglings on the way for Predator. And Predator right now has a food lead. The Zergling's going to be here, be annoying. And, ooh, nice surround right here. And, oh, but good blink by Frisky. Able to pull away most of his units. Zerglings aren't able to get the surround they needed, and that'll scare off all of Predator's armies. I would like to see Frisky, on the other hand, just break down these back rocks, just walk into his opponent's base. Because this choke is really good for Protoss players, especially if they have a lot of Colossi. But only one Robo Bay producing Colossus, I believe. Melee +2 is on the way for Predator. He only has one Evo chamber, I believe. Yeah, I don't see any others. He should transfer these drones right here. Get his gases going. No mining going on here for Predator. He is maxed out. There we go. Probably an engagement I didn't see. Sorry about that. And it looks like Frisky is 30 supply behind. I'd like to see Predator just go in and attack and just trade armies right now. He shouldn't let Frisky build up his mass army, but it looks like Frisky's going to max out pretty soon. More gateways going down for Frisky just so he could remax this quickly. And it looks like he's going to look to take his 4th pretty soon. Probe on the way. And I like the placement of Frisky's observers. He does see where his opponent is going, the avenues of attack. And it looks like Frisky is spreading his forces. I kind of don't like that. But Stalkers are very mobile. Should be able to pull him away. Yeah, Frisky's just playing a game with his opponent right now because he knows where all the units are. And he looks like he's going to save this 3rd. Bringing all of his units down here. And it looks like Predator does know about the 4th. Is going to go into a gauge. I would not lead with the Colossi right here. That's a bad move, especially if Neural Parasite is done, but it isn't. Neural Parasite is 20 seconds, 30 seconds away from being finished. Nice surround by these Stalkers. A lot of fungals going down all the Stalkers to prevent the blink, but all these units from Predator are probably going to die. Nice blink by Frisky to save a lot of these Stalkers. And we should be seeing Predator remaxing right now. 39 roaches on the way. I would like to see Predator move away from this roach heavy build. And nice fungal just to delay the blink Stalkers from coming in. And right now, Predator is in a kind of bad position. This choke is really bad for him. I would not keep his roaches right there. Yes, Predator is moving into the open. Moving as close as he can, and is just going to back out. No infestors right now. He does have one in the back. Ultralisk Cavern on the way, and so is the Spire. And right now, all Frisky is building is Stalkers and Colossi. Pretty strong. Predator is 10 supply off of Frisky. Frisky is pretty much maxed out. More links on the way for Predator. And it looks like these Stalkers are just going to go harass more Predator's army. A couple spy crawlers here just for defense. And it looks like another Overlord going to be taken out. And that does put Predator into a supply block situation. And nice 2-pronged attack. Predator should be using Neural Parasite. I would like to see some Neural Parasite or some fungals on these Zealots. And push back. And look at these Stalkers doing a lot of damage. And it looks like Predator is going to have to divide his forces right now. A lot of drone kills all for these Stalkers. 7, 5. Do not lead with the Colossus. Neural Parasite needs to be used by... Yeah, there we go. Nice use of Neural Parasite by Predator. But it looks like Frisky's just going to blink in and just destroy this army right here. One Neural Parasite Colossus is not enough to take care of it. And wow, Predator's army just got demolished. 60 more roaches on the way. Needs to produce more, but he has no queens, it looks like. And it looks like Frisky's just going to move in with his army. Wow, look at his upgrades for Frisky. Whereas Predator doesn't have any upgrades going for him. A little late on them. He did have +2 melee attack, but not enough for Predator. Frisky just overwhelmed him right here. And I would say the problem with Predator's build was that he stuck on regular tech for too long. He didn't get that lair until about like 12 minutes into the game. And he just let Frisky just macro up and just sit back. Alright, this was just a custom game. If you guys have any games you'd like to send in, please do. I'd love to watch them. This is Barney signing off.